Okay, we're in this absolutely delightful little Morris 1000 and we're going to go for a test drive. I swear to you, that engine's running. You can't tell it's running, it's so quiet. It's unnerving when you get to a junction, you're like, have I stalled? But it's just ticking away nicely. Okay, let's go for a drive in the sunshine. Okay, let's have a look at this absolutely delightful Morris 1000 that we've got in for you. It really, really is a sweetie, this one. You know, we're so lucky to be able to do what we do and have custody of cars like this, even for the short period while we're remarketing them and selling them, but this thing is a real gem. Look at that interior. It really is a lovely car. Oh, doors are springing back closed like they're supposed to. We've got inertia rear seatbelt, real seatbelts on there, look, not rear, front seatbelts, but the inertia types. There we go. It really is in lovely, lovely condition. It absolutely wants nothing more than enjoying. Carpets are immaculate, door cards are immaculate, seat facings are great, dashboard's all good, extra clocks down there, can't even tell it's ticking over. Now, as with any classic car, it's not immaculate. You go around it, you're going to find some blemishes. Got nice stainless steel sill trims on the bottom there, good tyres on it. You will find blemishes. I'm not going to say it's immaculate because it's not. Look, tiny scratch there. You will find bits, but this is a really, really presentable car. This will be admired anywhere you take it. But like I said, we're not selling perfection. We're selling a classic car. You'll find the odd bit. Look, a fly up there making it look like I've got a mark on my roof. Lovely. Watch the rest of the video. See the little sweetie driving around. And if you like what you see with this little cream gem, get in touch because it's an absolute beauty. Don't miss it. Got these additional gauges here showing amps and temperature and oil pressure. It's just straight out of the garage, it's not moved for 2 weeks. It's ticking over there, and if I just give it the slightest bit of revs, see that the oil pressure is working nicely and the ammeter's charging. And a little bit later on in the video when it warms up, I'll show you that temperature gauge working as well. Okay, just been for a bit of a drive now, and you can see the oil pressure's come down a bit, well within reasonable oil pressure for a warm engine, and the temperature gauge is working as we suggested it would do. Okay, let's just have a look at the service history portfolio with this Morris 1000 because it is immense. So we'll just go through it. So up towards the top here, these are more modern invoices and stuff for recent services and all the rest of it. This section here now, all these handwritten notes, is a history that someone's done of everything they've done to the car. We've then got some tax reminders and loads of old tax discs which run from 99. Looks like they run up to 2015, which was the last one. And then there's a couple of random ones. And then again, we're still into more modern invoices here. We've got a HPI certificate there, so everything clear. We've got the current logbook, and if I just go in down there, you can see it's registered to a vicar, a reverend, and we've got some old green slips and the old Buffalo book, and a valuation certificate from the Heritage Centre. Now we move into a section here where these invoices are slightly older. They're going down in years as far back as 1970, I can see some of these. Now some of these show the original registration on before it had its registration removed. And then down this side and across the bottom is all old MOTs. Got loads and loads and loads of old MOTs there as well. So there you go, it really is an impressive history for such a lovely little car. Okay, this is the underbonnet tour of the cream Moggy, and as you can see, it's absolutely amazing under here. It's all been painted, it's not immaculate. I think these are quite possibly been brush painted, but someone's gone to a real lot of time to detail everything and pick everything out. There's your original badges. The engine's all in lovely clean condition. Top of the radiators, chrome cap, stickers in place for the battery and stuff. It's just lovely, isn't it? And she's sat there ticking away, we can hardly hear her. No breathing or anything coming out of there. No issues with sticking coming out the dipstick hole there, look. Oh no, I'm dropping oil. I have to clean that up. I feel like I should have white roofs on under here. It's lovely, isn't it? There's your underbonnet tour. Okay, we'd like to show you do a short brake test to demonstrate the brakes. Obviously these are Morris 1000 brakes, but we're going to brake short real now. Right now, here we go. And we've stopped very well for a Morris 1000. We didn't pull to the left or right, and there's no vibrations or anything, so that's good. We'll carry on. I like the steering wheel. It's got a little leather cover on it. It's really nice. Okay, we're going to do the underside tour of the cream Moggy. I took a couple of pictures of this when it was arrived and it was still on the Beaver Tail delivery truck. And a guy made an inquiry just before we went away, and I sent him every pic we had, and he said it had worrying amounts of rust underneath, so he wasn't interested in the vehicle. I dread to think what that gentleman has gone out and bought, but here we go. We're going to start here. We've got a really good tyre on the front passenger side there. A good flexible brake pipe. The ferrules on the end are not all rusted, they've just got a little bit of surface rust, and the metal brake pipe's good. The trunnion bar ends are looking fine. The bushes there on the arm are good. Loads of grease, you can see the rubbers in there. Again, a good metal brake pipe. Loads of grease, you can see the tractor end rubbers up there, all in good order, and loads of grease at the top. Just what I would have expected to see. This cream here is where they've been painting under the bonnet. Like I said, I think it's possibly done by hand. Really good under the bumper there. This is the front cross member. Okay, it's heavily undersealed, but it is absolutely solid. We're more than happy to put an MOT on this car. It'll just be a formality. That's the other chassis leg on the driver's passenger side. That's behind the footwell on the passenger side. No issues whatsoever. A little bit of oil under the box and under the gearbox and engine. That's what we expect to see. Again, we've moved over to the driver's side now. The chassis leg's all solid. We'll look at the bushes and everything. On the end of that bar, they're great. The flexible brake pipe's good with no cracks. There's no rusting on the ferrules. The metal brake pipe attaching, it's good. Loads of rust on the bottom. And you can see the rubbers in there, loads of rust, loads of grease on the bottom, and you can see the rubbers in there. You can see another good metal brake pipe, another good track rod end rubber, and up at the top there you can see more grease. So there we go, and again it's another good tyre, all in good condition. So we'll move through now to the midsection. This is the back of the driver's wheel well. So we're going to go underneath now. You can see the jacking point and your centre cross member and your other jacking point. You can see underneath those footwells, they're the footwells of the front of the car in really good condition. You can see the back of the gearbox here and the beginning of the prop shaft, and we can see the end of the torsion bars, again all looking good. So we'll move now. This is the rear footwells that we're looking at, the underside of the rear footwells. I've never seen a Moggy look this good for a long time. I really haven't. These little stainless steel sills that they've put on They've still got the tape on them. So we're moving towards the rear section. This is in front of the driver's side rear wheel. It's in really good condition. The rear spring hanger, always a problem area with these cars, is in exceptional condition. Look down that sill there, look at that spring hanger. We're looking now under the back seat squab. It's all undersealed. The handbrakes have got the grease nipples on them, so they've been changed for the more updated ones. Again, another solid rear spring hanger here. Absolutely brilliant. There's the front of the passenger side rear wheel arch. And that tyre again is in really good condition, as is the fourth tyre. So we'll look now at the suspension units, and the rubbers and the drop links and the bump stops are all in place. There we go again on both sides. You can see the bump stop. No signs of any issues whatsoever. Let's just find that metal brake pipe that goes across the back axle. It's hiding away up on the top there. And there's the flexi that connects it to the front. All in good condition. Loads of grease everywhere. U-bolts for the leaf springs are looking fine. Leaf springs have still got their ties on them. That's all good. And now we'll move to the back driver's side rear spring hanger, underside in the rear of the boot. And you can see it's all very solid, heavily undersealed. That's the underside of the petrol tank. And the passenger side rear spring hanger, you can see right up into those wheel arches. You can see the rear spring hanger. There is no rust, no corrosion. This is an absolute cracker of a Morris 1000 for somebody. Okay, we're going to have a look at the boot of this lovely cream moggy. As you can see in there, it is as immaculate as it is outside. And if we go down here, under the spare wheel, there's your spare wheel there. Look at that, I've not seen one that good for a long time. And then we have a bag here with what looks like a spare kingpin in, and a start handle, and another towel. And I'm going to assume that's a jack. There you go, look. And they were wrapped up and tucked in there, ready for use. And there's the underside of your boot and everything. So there you go, that's the boot. Everything's just rock steady with this car. We've got the window up, it's a lovely warm sunny day, but look how steady the speedo is. It's not all wobbling about as you often get. Look how steady the steering is. Pulling away uphill here, fourth gear, 45 miles an hour. Absolutely rock steady, doing everything you want to do. You can go for a really nice day out with this, it's lovely. Quite a few moggies. If you watch the videos on YouTube, you'll have seen them. This is a really nice one. It's ready to enjoy. It's one of the nicer ones we've got available, and it just wants buying and enjoying. And I can't really say more about it than that. Really, it runs absolutely spot on. It looks lovely. It's immaculate inside here. It will be really well received wherever it goes. And if you like what you see, get in touch.